We're back, and you're talking to Mr. Legendary. Today, we're going to keep this short and sweet. Let me make sure my camera so y'all can see the full mook. It's beautiful mook. But we're going to keep this short and sweet. There was a time when I was younger, in my 20s, where, and I never noticed this before, but men didn't have a platform to speak. And nowadays, I believe men are trying to get their voices back. When I grew up on hearing all the women shows, all the women talk shows, all the women's gossip, reading the magazines. Women have had a voice for, I want to say, the past 50 years, and they've used it to their advantage. They've used it to get to the point that they are now, which is probably the best that women have had it in women's history. We have actually just announced Women's History Month, International Women's Day. Women are using their voice and their platforms like I've never seen before. And it's come to a point to where men are saying, hey, we want to talk too. And we want to talk the same way you're able to talk. We want the same equality that you all fought for and received. We want that now. We want that equality. And unfortunately, we're being censored. If we live in our truth, we're being told that we're shaming. We're being told that it's toxicity. We're being told that it's overly masculine and oppressive. And I believe it's really sad that the same equality, that word is crazy, that we can use the word equality and then place a person over the next person, but still saying that it's equality. I feel it's really sad that we can say living your truth and speak your truth, and then the moment a man tries to speak his truth or give an opinion on anything, he's primarily blackballed by a lot of people. So there was a video posted on social media about how Walmart had been censoring certain cosmetic items. Hopefully we can get this video to add in now. I've never edited and added a video. It'll be added after this, so hopefully we can get that inserted here.
So I'm at my local Walmart and I'm just looking at the makeup section and I noticed this. And I'm looking at the concealers and they're all normal, but then once you get down to the darker shades, they have little security tags all over them, but they don't for the lighter colors. So Walmart, tell me that you're racist without actually saying that you're racist.
Had sensors on them. And there was a Caucasian female in the video, and she stated that Walmart had 24 hours to explain themselves because that was racist. That is ridiculous, to use race and what item a store chooses to protect from thieves. I would admit that's saying more against us than for us. The fact that they even have to censor that item says more against us than for us. And instead of us arguing how we can solve this issue, because the real issue here is that Walmart, which probably makes most of its money off poor people and black people, most of its money, if there was any company that I truly believe would never send a strike against minorities or people of color, it would be Walmart. Because black people love Walmart. Let's just put it out there. We love it. I love it. I love Walmart. I don't think they would ever intentionally try to do anything against us. Now, as far as the censoring is concerned, there's a couple of things that we need to step back and look at as a whole. Forget the black-white. Let's look at it as a whole. Walmart is a mega store. There is a lot of things that get stolen out of Walmart. Let's be real. You done stole from Walmart before. It happens. But Walmart at some point has to say, dude, we got to protect some of our items. Some of our things are just, you know what, we'll chalk it up as a loss. But there are certain items where they realize, like, dude, this is too precious to let go. Which is why we lock up laptops. Which is why we start putting Bluetooth headphones in a case. So now you have to come ask for us to open it. Which is why we started, what did Walmart start doing to other items? Which is why we had to start censoring certain clothing because they were so small. Certain things we just can't. They're not going to put sensors on candy bars. We can't. We got to chalk that up as a loss. But there's certain things like cosmetics, which females, your platform, your voice, have made cosmetics a $1 trillion industry. Trillions in makeup. And Walmart have said, you know what? We losing a lot of money on letting these certain items walk out the door. We got to do something. Also keep in mind, this is one more, I don't even know where she was at. This is one more Walmart, wherever she was, and that particular store decided we're going to censor these items. This is not a universal thing, which again, is not making it racist. We don't even know what town she was in. She could have been in Alabama. And then, of course, they're going to do it. But this is not something all Walmarts have. So again, I don't see the point in trying to scream racism for everything. If they were openly saying, you know what, I don't even know how they can say it. I don't even want to go that route, but this is not racism. This is Walmart saying, you know what, we have an asset. We want you to purchase it from us. We just don't want you to steal it. We want you to buy it because we get a lot of money off y'all buying this item. That's what we get. So we have to protect it because there's too much of it walking out the door. If it offends you that we want to protect our item, we're sorry, but we need this item to sell. We need it to stay here. And unfortunately, those lighter skin cosmetics, they're not selling. They not selling as much as these darker skin ones, and they're not walking out the door as much as these ones. They don't have nothing to do with you or you. We just want to sell it. And there were so many people on here. I'm not even going to get to those comments because I never even got to those. There were so many people on this post screaming, y'all got to respond. Oh my God, Walmart is racist, blah, blah, blah. And I finally made my own comment. Pull that up now. I said, they put censors on the stuff that gets stolen the most. That's not racist. It's business. Real simple, real to the point. I didn't want to get into all the other stuff I usually get into. I didn't even talk paragraph. Just listen. They got censors on the stuff that gets stolen the most, and that's not racism. Before I get into the next comment, Google this before I go on here because I like to do facts. The third most stolen item from Walmart is cosmetic items. Cosmetics. $1 trillion industry getting stolen from Walmart. And this particular one said, you know what? We got to stop this stuff from getting stolen. It's worth too much money and too much for the company. The first most stolen item was razors. The second most stolen item, freaking baby formula. You want to know why they didn't censor razors and baby formula? Who knows? They got the baby formula in the cases now. The razors, they probably just said, hey, you don't just take that on the chin. We ain't about to be censoring the razors because it takes too much time, take too much sensors, and we need to be putting that on the stuff that costs more, which is these cosmetics. This $1 trillion industry. Ain't no money in these razors. They sell, they don't. F it. But this stuff we got to protect because this is where the money at. Now let's get into this first comment because this goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, where a black man speaking on a black issue get censored. Comment reads, Larry, Mr. Legend. Yes, everything isn't a race issue. She agrees. But both shades are used on women for highlight and contouring. But why do the darker shades have sensors on them? Before I get into that, this comment reads, yes, everything isn't a race issue, but both shades are used on. But everything isn't a race issue. She agrees with what I said. This ain't about race. Well, she said everything isn't about race. But then she goes on to say, both shades are used on women for highlight and contouring, but why do the darker shades have sensors on them? Did I not, in my post, say they put sensors on the stuff that gets stolen the most? I gave the simplest explanation. But a woman decides to check me by asking the same question again. She asked, and now we can go back to the comment. Let's start over. Yes, everything isn't a race issue, but both sides are used on women for highlighting contouring. But why do the darker shades have sensors on them? Because they get stolen the most. I always see your IG name and comments under black issues, where you disagree, but you never explain your, I guess, idea, or you just comment for likes, question mark. This first comment is everything. This is loaded. I don't know this person. I don't know this person personally. I don't really even know them on Instagram. I just know we follow each other. So of course, when you follow people on Instagram, you naturally see them when they comment on other people's posts. But apparently she's seen my name under other things, probably some of my previous videos. And she's never commented or said anything in regards to any other video I ever posted. I've never heard any problems out of her. She's never DM'd me and said, hey, like, what do you mean by this? Which other people have done, and we've had respectful dialogue. She told me that she's agreed everything isn't a race issue, but she wants to know why the darker shade have sensors on them. I answered that in the first comment. I said the stuff that gets stolen the most. And then she goes on to say she always see my name in comments under black issues. I'm black, so I speak on black things. I'm a male, so I speak on male issues. Under black issues where you disagree, I'll comment on this one because what I don't do a lot is I don't tend to just comment just to comment. I don't need to go on every post. If I agree with you, enough said. I let it ride. If I disagree, I say my piece and I keep it moving. And I don't think there's a problem with that. I don't think I should just be, because I'm not doing it just for likes or just to have people keep seeing my name. I'm doing it because I actually have a problem. I hate to be like, yes, I second that. Go ahead, speak that, brother. I don't need to get that far into it, but I will speak on something that I completely disagree with, and this is one of them. I just can't agree. And even if you try to flip it, I don't even know how you can flip it to men if, what do we buy? I don't even know. If the baseballs weren't censored, but the basketballs were censored, I don't think I'd be offended by it. Like, dude, stop stealing the basketballs, because I don't think with emotion. I don't think it's that deep. If I want to shop here, I will. If not, I go to Target. I go to Macy's. It's not that deep. I'll shop on Amazon. I don't think it's that deep to consider racist by just protecting a product, especially not that specific one. It's not like everything that black people buy is censored. They just happen to censor the cosmetics because it gets stolen. It's small and it's worth trillions of dollars now. Not their specific one, but it's that industry. It's just a lot. So what did I say back? I said, you see my name because you followed me. Giving her an answer. And you don't see my point because you don't want to see the bigger picture or issue. Of course. How are you going to tell a company what to put a sensor on? That's real. It's real to the point. If you owned a clothing store, could people tell you what items to censor or not when you know certain clothes get stolen all the time? Most black people do nothing but complain about shit and make things about race that have nothing to do with race. And if you really want a solution, then buy black or open our own shit. Not complain about what a white company does with their shit. Probably was a little aggravated. I think I was more aggravated just based on the fact that a woman, I had already got the feeling like, how dare you question me about something that you don't disagree with. She never stated that, hey, you're wrong. Walmart is not censoring the stuff that gets stolen the most. She could have easily done the same thing I did. I literally Googled items that get stolen the most out of Walmart, and you could have said, listen, cosmetics ain't on here, they tripping. You're wrong. And I would have went Google like, damn, she's right. My bad. Probably would have tried to take it another way, but I mean, I still would have been wrong on my point, and I'm not wrong on my point. You can Google this. Matter of fact, let's bring that in right now because I'm going to go ahead and upload that picture as well. Items that get stolen the most from Walmart. Walmart, most stolen item. Bam, right there. Razors, baby formula, cosmetics, alcohol, laptops, OTC medication, smartphones, and clothing. 2-second Google, boom. Bring it up just for clarity. And I said this because you didn't argue my point. You didn't see my point. You just said I comment. You see my name where I disagree, but I never explained my point. I did. I said they didn't. Next comment. Let's go on to the next one because I don't want to stay too long. It's supposed to be short. I find it funny that you said you see my comments and you didn't say that they were wrong or ignorant. What's the real problem here? She stated, wow, okay, there's no problem with your comments because it's yours. I just wanted to hear your thinking behind it to converse. I don't know who got your panties in a bunch, but it wasn't me. My apologies if I offended you. She apologized as she still offended me. Let's continue reading. Not my panties. The shame, insults, and guilt are strong here, I see. And the bigger issue with black people. You saw a black man saying how you felt. You didn't address anything I ever said. Then you come asking me why. And when I give you an answer, it's because my panties are in a bunch. It's really sad that every time a man says something that's still factual and not wrong, he gets questioned. But people on here saying their racist story is left alone because it fits with the program. We got so many issues in the black community. And what Walmart puts censors on ain't one of them. But the fact that a man gets questioned for saying real shit is one. Whew. I forgot I said that. I broke it down in that one. That was awesome. I feel it's really disgusting that a black man has to explain the fact that he said something that can literally be proven by typing it in Google. But I get questioned and told that my panties in a bunch. Let's see how she responds. Sir, calm down. This is through Instagram comments. I didn't throw insults. Told me my panties were in a bunch. Why would a grown man be having panties? I threw an opinionated comment. Of course you did, because that's the way you all try to word your opinion. So my opinionated comment needed to be questioned. Your opinionated comment needs to tell me to calm down. Gotcha. Don't group me in shit because you don't know me. I know I don't. You group me in shit because you asked me why I'm disagreeing with something that's not true. I didn't ask specific questions because I questioned everything you said, LOL. I personally don't think you're spitting facts, but go off Because like I said, it's your opinion. Sir, this is a public site and you posted on a public page. Race has nothing to do with it. What do you mean? People have the audacity to ask you something? You became aggressive with me from the start, shaking my head. I see you have a link in your bio, so maybe I thought it was a stunt for people to come to bring traffic to your page. I wasn't trying to be a smart ass, but maybe you should go find you some pussy, beer, weed, or meditate. LOL. You see I didn't respond the second time. Have a great day. So this person who told me that my panties were in a bunch tells me I need some pussy, money, weed. Pussy, money, weed. Pussy, money, weed. I came aggressive on a public platform that I made a post on. Because again, when women speak how they want, there's no problem with her telling me my panties in a bunch. There's no problem with her telling me I need to go find me some pussy, money, weed. There's no problem with her telling me she don't agree with nothing I said, but never told me what she don't agree with. She just said it's just everything. There's no problem. But when I state a fact and say that Walmart is putting items on things that they have stolen, you need to get out of here with that. I don't believe that. Let's go to the next one because I believe I said something else. Oh yeah. I said, and again, as a black woman, if you have a problem with what a black man is saying about black people, then prove them wrong. I didn't say people have the audacity. I said you have the audacity to question me about what I said on public platforms. Your argument doesn't support your purpose. Insult, shame, and guilt again. Not the pussy, money, weed. And I don't come aggressive. I just give people what they give me. You could have easily messaged me to ask about any post. I gotta stop because you could have easily just, hey man, I don't get your point on this. What you trying to say? Are you against black people? Like you Uncle Tom or something? No, I just don't believe that Walmart censoring items where they make most of their money off of black people. I don't believe they censoring it to be racist. They literally saying we want this item to sell. We want to protect our assets that we paid all this money for. We don't want it to get stolen because it gets stolen the most. And that is a particular Walmart. That is not Walmart in the Walmart God that you have to censor the darker skin cosmetics by all means. No, that means loss prevention. Somebody who works in them said, you know what, this gets stolen, censor it. I worked in a clothing store before, and the things that we believed we needed to protect more, we censored it. We didn't even care. We didn't check what got stolen the most. We just said, you know what, this is worth the most. We believe they'll come for this, censor it. Just because. Let's finish my comment. You could have easily messaged me to ask about any post or tell me what I said that you don't agree with, especially if it pertains to black people. You ain't said nothing but threw insults, and I'm the one aggressive? Ain't called you out your name, cursed, or even said anything rude. I just spoke honestly. And of course, she never responded. Because she couldn't. I mean, what else? Besides just continuing to throw the sign language, the shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. She needed to be right. She shamed me for speaking on black issues, even though I'm black. She threw the insults, told me my panty was in a bunch. I need pussy, beer, weed. When I don't drink or smoke, she just wanted to throw the insults and the guilt. Sir, this is a public platform. You posted on a public page. Race has nothing to do with it. It doesn't. They wanted to protect their product. That's not racist. And the fact that we live in a society where y'all try to just shame everything that y'all don't agree with. There is no real equality here. A store can't even censor a product that gets stolen without people saying, no, that's what black people buy, so you're a racist. That's sad. And again, the deeper issue here is that a black man, she said it in the first comment, a black man speaking on black issues that she disagreed with but didn't tell me I was wrong. She didn't say, no, sir, you can Google it, you're wrong. That's not the most stolen item. Actually, no, they don't. Black people don't even steal the makeup from there because we go buy from Fenteriana. That could have been easily something that we can prove and pull up and have a real good debate about. But what did she say? I see you comment on all this stuff, and I just don't see your point. I didn't ask you to see my point. You don't know me. But because I got a link in my bio, I'm telling the truth for comments. Again, the truth. This society is where you telling the truth must mean you just out here seeking likes from telling the truth. And of course, this is why spaces like this were created. As to my point from the beginning, men have had it to where we can't speak. We don't have any platforms to be able to say how we feel about things. Females have been able to say whatever they want to say, however they want to say it for the longest. And the moment a man tries to even give a fact-based opinion on something, she tells me no. Hers is an opinionated comment. Mine's is just some jibber jabber trying to get me a like. The fact that they censor the item that Google shows gets stolen the most. And I should be ashamed of myself for going against black people. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like, what you didn't like. Add anything, take away anything. Just know over here, we argue facts and not emotions. And I'm out.